Poppy was born in 2012. We didn't know when I was pregnant that there was going to be any issues. That she was born with Anophthalmia, which means there's no eyeballs present. The big wide world must be very, very scary if you can't see it. So Poppy is 11, but nearly 12 next month, and she is just full of life, hilarious. Everyone says her sense of humour is fantastic. We'll give anything a go, and just a really nice person to be around. I couldn't be prouder. Growing up, she was just, again, just willing to give anything a go. She wasn't afraid of anything. She would just try it. She's really social. She spent a lot of time with her grandma, who now has unfortunately passed, but she was her best friend, and yeah, we did a lot with my family. Been told her mobility issues come from her SOX2 gene mutation, which is also what's called anophthalmia. Basically, she's got really high muscle tone, so she's really tight all the time. Her muscles just don't relax, which is why we started the baclofen, which helps the muscles to relax. She's just always struggled. It was evident from really young that she was going to have mobility issues. She's always been a wheelchair user. It is quite isolating having a special needs child, I think. You don't realise how much you almost do miss out on, and that's not the fault of the child at all. It's just one of those things. And you realise the limitations then as well, when everyone's going, come on, we're going rock climbing or whatever, and I'm like, well, she just can't do that, you know? And I think until you hit that mainstream world, because when it was just Poppy and they were little, you were kind of in your own little bubble, and she couldn't do anything because she was a baby, same as every other baby. And then as you get older and you realise the things they should be doing, and with having Ava in such close age, she almost overtook Poppy in the milestones and things like that, and that was a hard thing to accept. She doesn't like being left out in anything. Whether she can do it or not, she's happy just to sit with you while you're doing it, because she just doesn't like to miss out.
Poppy started at my Rainbows group when she was just turned 6. It was a learning curve at first, trying to find ways to adapt things so that she could join in, because the most important thing was that she joined in like everybody else did. You know, we didn't want her to feel like she couldn't do things. It was more important that she could. I'd heard about the Wolfprint Foundation quite a while ago. One of my colleagues used to volunteer and work with the foundation, so I'd heard about it, but it's not something I'd ever been involved in. And then when we found the music session for Poppy, like, you know, we'll give it a go, because what's the worst that can happen? And you know, we've never looked back. It's been fantastic for her. She comes to Wolfprint, and so we do performing arts and music. The people there are fantastic. So obviously she relies on them telling her exactly what it is that, you know, they want her to do. So for a lot of the other children who are sighted, you know, they'll get shown what to do, and it's, you know, watch me do this, you copy. And obviously for Poppy, you know, she can't do that. But they provide her with, you know, you need to put your left arm up in the air, and then you got to wave it around, and you got to spin yourself around so that she knows what it is she's supposed to be doing. She can follow along then with everybody else.
The girls that run it are just amazing to get all these kids together. There's Megan and Amelia and Abigail that Poppy absolutely adores. She just loves them, loves going to see them every week. Was asking if they were coming today. They really support everyone there and really help, and yeah, credit to them, they're doing a fantastic job.
There's times where she doesn't need me to help her access the activities, because her friends are helping her to access the activities, and that's what, you know, it's all about. For her to be able to say, I'm taking part in this show, I'm going to this club, I'm learning to act, I'm learning to play the piano. It's so good for her to be able to do all of those things, and they're skills she can transfer throughout life.
I kind of cite the social part of it enough. I think that's the big thing for Poppy. She's always been so social. She sees her sisters going to clubs and after school clubs and things like that, and there's not much on, I don't think, for the special needs community, so having this available I think is invaluable as a place that caters for them, that is inclusive, that they can just go and do.
She's got a place where she can go, she can be herself. So to be able to have somewhere like the Wolves Foundation where she can go and just be her and she can access everything that she wants to access, it's a massive lifeline for her. And I think, you know, if that wasn't there, she would really struggle.
The access to the wolf print stuff, it's invaluable to her. It's given her like a whole new lease of life. She's got a better social life than me now because of wolf print. They're constantly doing things. At Christmas they did the carols. She started to do a dance on a Saturday morning now, so she's doing that with wolf print as well. It gets her out and about, and it's something she really enjoys. And I think without it, there's not much. There's nothing else out there really, is there? It's what they provide for that community is invaluable. I just don't think she could do without it.
You know, the foundation runs on people's donations, and without that, you know, it can't run, it can't thrive, and it's such a valuable service that so many children and young people need. You know, it's not a want, it's a need, and it's not something that we can afford to lose because there's so many people out there who are currently benefiting from it, who can benefit from it going forwards, and that's a massive loss for the community if it was something that, you know, we couldn't continue. And just because you are born differently to, you know, a neurotypical child or a mainstream child, that shouldn't affect your life opportunities, you know, and your ability to access social activities. You know, you have the same social needs as everybody else, so, you know, we just need the provision out there so that, you know, every child can go out and be happy and do something that they're good at and find a place where they feel like they belong, because that's so important to everybody.